Good afternoon. Today we will be going through the webinar of transitioning from SmarTeam PDM through to 3DEXPERIENCE. If anybody has any questions, we do have a chat section of this webinar. If you are happy to just write down your questions, and then at the end of the presentation, we'll be happy to answer any of those. So myself, I'm Jacob Marshall. I'm the sales team leader here at Intrinsys. And as discussed, we'll be going through a few slides, just explaining some of the benefits of moving from the SmarTeam PDM to full 3DEXPERIENCE PLM. So as we start, the key really here that we need to focus on moving from SmarTeam PDM through to 3DEXPERIENCE is all about how we're able to utilize the power of just one source of one tool and just one source of data. Making this move to 3DEXPERIENCE allows us to move forward with collaboration as never seen before. We're able to utilize and use modern dashboarding techniques, which really brings the data to life. And importantly, we're able to drive all of your solutions through just one single source of data and information. As we go through this presentation, we will go through some of the key areas of PLM and the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. To start, I'd just like to start on the social and structured collaboration and go into that in slight more detail. So with the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, what you're able to firstly do, as you can see here, is really utilize high-end dashboarding capabilities as never seen before. As I'm sure you can see, things like thumbnails, colored graphs and charts, it really does allow for you to quickly visualize where your project is within its lifetime, but also allows you to bring that data to life. With the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, you have social collaboration tools, which also allow multiple people throughout the business to collaborate and connect on projects, while really giving a visibility throughout a product lifetime. It allows you to communicate statistics quickly and efficiently, and importantly, track progress of projects and tasks at just the click of a button. As many of our customers see, it really does increase the productivity and also reduce downtime. Here we've got a little graph of just how quickly tasks and updates can be given to colleagues, no matter where they're based globally. And as you can see here, you can just quickly send emails and send those to project team members, project managers, project team leaders. We move on next to data-driven design review and some of the, again, additional abilities you're able to power by making the move from very much a SmarTeam and PDM solution into the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. The first things that you'll start to see is that you're able to leverage data by allowing various tools throughout to the system to complement one another throughout the various tool sets. For an example, by having 3DEXPERIENCE in place, you're able to use various tools. We see here SolidWorks, CATIA V5. We can also use CATIA 3DEXPERIENCE or V6, ANOVA applications, Simulia for the simulation, and Delmia for manufacturing. And we're able to utilize the multitude of projects in just one workspace. The ability to use these multi-CAD connections as well. So if you are a particular customer or a site that has use of other products such as Siemens, maybe AutoCAD, you can also connect those seamlessly into the same environment, which gives you a really unique offering in the fact that the system really is truly multi-CAD. Again, this is able to reduce time and it gives you the ability to use real-time collaborations across teams. They don't just have to be the design office. You can now start to integrate people on the shop floor, project team leaders, management, C-level, maybe even people from offices globally. So let's take a little look at how this works. We take various engineering files, documents, CAD files, project plans, and then you connect them to the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. This then allows you to get control and manage your files. But importantly, it allows you and helps you to reveal the data from those files. You can then leverage that data into the ANOVA data-driven applications, as we can see here on this graph. Doing this will allow you to take full advantage of the ANOVA data-driven approach while maintaining your current file-based documents. So as we can see, using multiple applications from throughout the platform and leveraging them in just that one system. So as we come up with data-driven CAD, and just wanted to make people aware of some of the issues that you may find with SmarTeam. So, for example, things are file-based. Not all objects are exposed in the database. So, for example, internal components. Obviously, you have to check in and check out to modify the data and lock the object. No real concurrent work is possible on big assembly structure. It's usually needed to lock the assembly to avoid reconciliation, and poor performance over WAN with more than, as you can see, 20 ms latency. Now, where is it that 3DEXPERIENCE really takes some of those issues and turns them into sort of pros, if you will, is that the CATIA V5 design management utilizes the 3DEXPERIENCE platform to provide a very powerful design collaboration environment at the enterprise level. So this one application has three main components in CAD management, visualization, and collaboration. The 3DEXPERIENCE offers designers the ability to collaborate around the world from within their CAD group. So whereas before you saw that sometimes SmarTeam could be slow in certain areas, with the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, you're able to utilize a very powerful tool that can connect global businesses seamlessly. The platform essentially runs through the internet, and so that comes with a strength of architecture, allowing for strong collaboration capabilities alongside strong CAD management capabilities. So here's just a bit of an explanation to maybe a bit more of a global approach. The fact here that you can see whether you're on an oil rig, sat in your car maybe, maybe you're on an iPad on the shop floor, or you're sitting on a plane at 20,000 feet in the air, you really can connect to the platform. You can still be avidly working on your CADs, on your project, bill of materials, whatever it is that your job title is within an organization. You're going to be constantly connected. There doesn't have to be that internet connection. You can check in and check out as you would have done in SmarTeam, but by having the approach of a 3DEXPERIENCE platform, it really does give you that ability to work quite literally anywhere. Next, we have the single source and design management. Again, it's quite a unique user experience for concurrent engineering and lifecycle management commands. By having products like this in-house, it really does, again, reduce time for product design, allowing for several designers to work simultaneously on different parts of a product. So what you're able to do is have a series of different engineers throughout the business. Again, it can be globally, and they'll all be working potentially on different aspects of a certain product, and the platform is able to collaborate with all that data and bring it to just one centralized unit. What you're able then to do as well is get an earlier involvement of downstream applications, so simulation, manufacturing review, etc. And in bonus, maturity management for involving some engineering domains at the right moment with the appropriate level of rights according to activities. Versioning of objects to create new definitions in time of a given object, but also by keeping the previous ones in order control to control who is impacted and when. If we look at design management in a little bit more detail, as you can see here, the access to PLM functionality quite literally is a natural extension of native commands directly from the CAD environment. So it's still going to give you very much a secure login. As you can see here, you're going to log into your CATIA V5 and you'll just receive a 3DEXPERIENCE bar. There is a direct connection between both the CATIA session and 3DEXPERIENCE Designer central actions, and all the necessary CAD management functions for design data management and collaboration. The action command toolbar, icons for frequently accessed commands, optimized usage of lightweight CGR files during open when using the CGR stored in 3DEXPERIENCE. And it really does enable for the import and export of IDF files in 3DEXPERIENCE from circuit board design workbench as well. So to give you a bit of an example, I'd like to talk about Google Docs. So 4 individuals are working on the collecting the expenses for a project using a spreadsheet, as we can see here on the left. They email their inputs on the spreadsheet, and very soon they're completely lost as to which is the latest version and who made what changes. Where over on the right, they start using Google Docs, where all 4 of them access the document online and add their inputs concurrently. So they're always working on the latest version. This doesn't imply that there are no files any longer, but you don't have to manage files anymore. However, engineering world is still stuck with CAD files, dealing with inefficiencies of managing files for collaboration amongst teams or for design changes. So it gives a bit of an example there as to how the platform can benefit you. So some of the benefits, as I say, going into sort of projects is first of all the easy access on projects, the fact that we have live dashboarding, the access to live up-to-date project status, one-click access to multiple information, rapid information on projects. This information really is very key. Again, some of the additional benefits that you're going to find from the platform is having the BOM integrated at a very early stage, and also earlier project validation. Things like product cost optimization we can see here, weight breakdown generation, lots of benefits to the platform, again, being implemented into your business. The next thing that Dassault have done with the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, which really takes it above and beyond something like SmarTeam, is the fact that they have an advanced search tool which allows for intelligent 3D searches. To give you a bit of an example, here we have a model, and the searching capability is able to look around a particular part of that model. At this point, we can look at, let's say, the engine compartment of a plane, and immediately we can pick particular parts of the model and the components, and we can open them up very, very quickly. It loads it up in dumb data, and the more that I go into the particular model, it starts to activate the live data. This allows for people to be able to search particular models, data within the platform very, very quickly and very, very specifically. And that can be done in various ways. But it also allows, coming out of the CAD environment, for when I start looking for documents, if I'm starting to look for particular parts, I have a very, very powerful search bar built into the platform, which very quickly allows me to find things that I'm looking for while giving me thumbnails. So they can be particular, maybe screws, bolts, documents, proposals, projects, even people. Next up, we talk about data-driven engineering BOM. In SmarTeam, again, it's a very CAD-centric approach. There's not really any configuration management, no variant management, and no graphical BOM. You're going to see some changes in 3DEXPERIENCE. The problem of BOM and CAD mismatch between the product structure and EBOM goes away with the Innovia data-driven approach. The designer's data and the engineer's BOM data are connected through the platform. So when a designer makes a change to the product structure, the change is propagated and reflected in the EBOM with no manual effort or file exchanges. And when the engineer updates the EBOM, that change is propagated to the standard product structure, allowing the designer to make revisions as needed. The BOM serves as the simple version of the truth, providing an always up-to-date and accurate source of product information. And then, lastly, this can then be extracted as files for integration with other file-based processes. Multiple design configurations can be effectively managed, allowing you to control design variations and achieve simultaneous product launches. It also gives the ability to integrate to your ERP system for manufacturing and dependent business processes. So with a data-driven approach, you remove barriers between organizations, you eliminate the CAD BOM mismatch due to manual data entry, and you drive out errors in your process. Again, the platform connecting various areas of your business into just one solution. Again, look here, from a data-driven program management and Innovia SmarTeam, only project management capabilities via an interface, such as Microsoft Projects. Like project management, there's not really any resource management, no requirements management. So again, we're seeing another change in 3DEXPERIENCE. When it comes to resource planning and assigning tasks, it can sometimes be difficult to connect resources managed in one system to projects managed in another system, SmarTeam, Microsoft Projects, for example. This is going to be difficult to then manage the deliverables that they are managed in yet another system, And unfortunately, all of these disconnects can throw the initial planning out of date, making it inaccurate and unimaginable. With a data-driven project management system, resources can be assigned to tasks in a work breakdown structure. What makes Synovian unique is the ability to connect deliverables to their respective tasks, deliverables such as requirements, 3D design data, and other documents. In this way, the progress of every deliverable is automatically updated. This eliminates the need for your project managers to manually track the status of every task and enables you to achieve invisible governance to your project. No more surprises, no more outdated, incorrect information. Your project managers are going to get real-time project status updates without time-consuming manual efforts. When it comes to resource planning and assigning tasks, it can also be very difficult to connect resources managed in one system to projects managed in another system. So again, as we're talking about this, we're able to see dashboarding capabilities, which, as we've previously seen, are going to be able to give me that real-time information. If I'm a CEO of a business and I've tasked a certain project to my middle management or upper management and thus filtered down to individual engineers, I am now able to walk into a room with my customers, prospective clients, and I can bring up this one very easy dashboard, which is going to give me Gantt charts, pie charts, it's going to give me project updates, status reviews. I'm able to access that real-time information that is real from the second that my engineers, 30 seconds, 90 seconds ago, had updated their tasks. It's able to give you information that was unforeseen before in previous solutions. So why you might want to consider the transition from SmarTeam to 3DEXPERIENCE. So, for example, as we've seen here, need for multidisciplinary enterprise collaboration, increasing complexity and variety of your products, business growth and supporting growth of the company. Your business wants to grow, and really you need to have a solution that's going to grow with you. Maybe you're starting to really require advanced search tooling and social innovation, large assembly modeling performance, adoption of innovative new technologies, or standardization of parts. These are some of the real key benefits, and maybe some of the areas that you're at now where really you feel that your SmarTeam needs to take that upgrade path. I've added this slide in here as well, just to sort of give you a bit of an explanation as to how the product works. So as you can see here, 3DEXPERIENCE platform sits as a whole in its entirety. And you can really see in this slide how everything is connecting into 3DEXPERIENCE. We have the DS V5 applications. We have even V4 applications and SmarTeam. We're able to have PDM and ERP connect into the solution. You really are, as I say, having a database or one single source of truth. It's your one platform which the whole business can depend on. And because it's been so successful, we've had many, many customers that you may have heard of that have already made the transition from SmarTeam to 3DEXPERIENCE. Some of these are ongoing. Some of these have already been successful, currently are well on their way to seeing a very high ROIs. People like Nokia, Tesla, United, Lippert, the list goes on. So that was a very brief overview of why you might want to make that transition from SmarTeam to 3DEXPERIENCE. Clearly, if you want to have a more detailed and in-depth approach, we'd be more than happy to come and visit with you on a one-to-one basis and go through this over a set period of hours, maybe really try and understand what your business pains are individually, and maybe how the platform can really look to alleviate some of the pains that you're currently finding. In addition to that, some of the upcoming webinars that we have, which go into certain things in a little bit more detail, requirements management, the fundamentals of NC machining, and also work instructions and process planning. Please visit Intrinsys.com and feel free to join any of those webinars. So while I'm here, I'm just going to have a quick look and see if we have any questions. I see one here. Yep. So again, the cost implications of moving from SmarTeam to 3DEXPERIENCE. So you'll be pleased to know that making the cost move from SmarTeam to 3DEXPERIENCE, it is very low. The great thing with making that move from 3DEXPERIENCE from SmarTeam is that you don't have to reinvest in a whole new product. In fact, most of the hardware can be reused. Most of the training skills you're already going to have. And with Dassault, there is a very simple upgrade path. It's very cost efficient and very low in its pricing. So it really does allow you to make that move from SmarTeam to 3DEXPERIENCE without necessarily breaking the bank. You're not going to be reinventing the wheel and having to go into other products. I see another one here as well. You're talking about the V6 applications. So just to let you know, with 3DEXPERIENCE, you may be aware, this really does give you the ability to look natively at using V6. You're probably aware that companies such as Jaguar Land Rover are now utilizing 3DEXPERIENCE and the V6 applications. By using the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, you're able to access something called the app. It's essentially an app store. And within that app store gives you access to CATIA V6 modules. The great thing with the CATIA V6 modules is, again, Dassault are not reinventing the wheel. There's a very simple upgrade path from your V5 to your V6. It's a very efficient product. Again, it's going to really look at saving you time when you utilize this product. But the great thing is that by having the platform already in place in your business, you're future-proofing your business. You're able to actually access those modules, whereas without 3DEXPERIENCE, unfortunately, you are limited to just CATIA V5. Searching capabilities. So when we look at searching capabilities, and we talk about that in more detail, the product is actually a product called Exelead. You're probably actually familiar that Exelead is actually a product called Alta Vista, which was one of the original search engines along with Google. Dassault actually purchased Alta Vista, and Alta Vista is now the search engine that you'll find in BBC and Rightmove. So it should give you some sort of assurances of just how powerful that tool is. That tool is able to, as I say, use a 6W tag system, which is very quickly able to find documents. It's able to find projects, people, and obviously that's what gives you your searching capability when looking at products and parts. And got another one here. So talking again about document control and document management. The system also has a very, very easy way of managing documents. The documents themselves are actually able to be managed in it through a drag and drop functionality. So you have, let's say, a particular project open, maybe a particular part or product, and what you can do is you can just pick up an ISO report that you have on your desktop, maybe a particular proposal, maybe a particular CAD drawing, and you can simply drag and drop that item onto the drag and drop box that is represented on any given page, whether again it be a project or a part, and immediately forever that part will be connected. The document will be connected to that part. And the great thing about that drag and drop functionality as well is that it doesn't, if that product or that particular document, maybe it's a proposal for a multitude of different products or an ISO report for a multitude of different products, the system is not going to resave that document and re-download that document. It's just going to create very, very simple links. So again, it makes sure that data is really kept down and used efficiently. You don't have to, in other words, go out and buy 10 servers because you've saved 400 ISO reports to multiple parts throughout your business. What that then allows you to do, and just to follow up on that, is it then allows you to have complete access to Microsoft Word. So let's say that with the Microsoft integration, you have a proposal or a report. You're able to very quickly and efficiently open up that document, maybe save it into a PDF, make an edit of a said proposal, save it back into the platform alongside that part. And the great thing that you'll have here as well, revision control. It's going to be completely revised. So if I make any changes, the changes are going to be very apparent. There is going to be, still be able to see my previous revisions. I can even create a workflow on that revision control. So I can update a proposal, a report, a drawing, and then the workflow will tell the management, go to the next person through integration with Microsoft. It might be an Outlook email, and Joe Blogs will receive my manager an email saying that Jacob Marshall has made this particular change, this particular documentation, and they can sign off that they're happy with it. So it gives full access, full view throughout the whole life cycle of something just as small as a document. And then very lastly, security. when we talk about security, the great thing again with the platform and why it's being taken on by OEMs is the fact that it's the ability to have complete security and visibility of anybody and what they're doing within the system. A little bit Big Brother, I suppose you could say, but the moment that you're logged in as a named user, the platform is named user, it's giving you the ability to monitor exactly what I'm doing at said times. So if I ever try to download something, maybe access a particular part of the system that I'm not meant to, if I make a change, whether it be to a model or a document, it gives my managers and my organization the ability to be able to track exactly who made the changes and when they made those changes, giving full security and confidence to your customers and suppliers. I think that is now all of the questions answered. If there are any more, please feel free to get in contact. I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you in more detail. Other than that, I wish you all a good day, and it's been a pleasure speaking with you all today. Take care. Bye-bye.